Senior, just one small vitamin to lower your blood sugar quickly. If you or someone you love is living with diabetes, you know how much it can affect everyday life. From keeping an eye on what you eat to taking medications and staying active, it can feel like a full-time job. But here's something many people don't talk about: the power of one small vitamin that could actually help support healthy blood sugar levels. Yes, just one. In today's video, we're diving into how this tiny addition to your routine might make a big difference, especially for older adults managing diabetes. Let's explore how something so simple could bring you more balance, more energy, and maybe even a little peace of mind. 1. Magnesium. Let's talk about something that often gets overlooked: magnesium. This small but mighty mineral plays a huge role in how our bodies handle blood sugar. In fact, it's involved in over 300 different processes in the body, including how we process glucose and how our insulin works. That's especially important if you're a senior living with diabetes, because studies have shown that many older adults with diabetes have low levels of magnesium, and they may not even know it. When your body doesn't have enough magnesium, it can become harder for insulin to do its job. That means your blood sugar can get harder to control, even if you're eating right and taking your medications. But here's the good news: adding a magnesium supplement to your daily routine might help more than you think. It can make your body more sensitive to insulin, which can help bring your blood sugar down naturally. It also helps calm inflammation in the body, which is something a lot of people with diabetes deal with. And for seniors, that's an extra win, because magnesium can also help lower blood pressure, support heart health, and even ease leg cramps or restless sleep at night. If you're thinking about giving it a try, experts usually recommend a daily dose of around 200 to 400 milligrams. Two common forms that are easy for the body to absorb are magnesium citrate and magnesium glycinate. They're gentle on the stomach and more effective than cheaper forms like magnesium oxide, which often don't get absorbed well and can cause digestive upset. Of course, always talk to your doctor before adding any new supplement, especially if you're taking medications or have other health concerns. But if you're a senior struggling with diabetes and looking for a small step that might make a big difference, magnesium could be exactly what your body's been missing. Sometimes, it's the simplest changes that help us feel like ourselves again. 2. Chromium. Now let's talk about another tiny nutrient that doesn't get nearly enough attention: chromium. It may be a trace mineral, but for seniors managing diabetes, it can have a surprisingly big impact. Chromium helps your body use insulin more effectively, which is key for keeping your blood sugar steady. When we eat, our bodies need insulin to move sugar from the bloodstream into the cells where it can be used for energy. That's where chromium steps in. It makes insulin work better, like a helpful assistant, so that sugar can enter the cells more easily. Without enough chromium, that process can slow down, leading to higher blood sugar levels, especially after meals. This is especially important for older adults because as we age, our bodies may not absorb or use nutrients as efficiently. And if you're living with diabetes, your chromium levels might already be lower than normal, something many people don't even realize. But research has shown that adding chromium supplements, particularly in the form of chromium picolinate, may help. It's been linked to lower fasting blood sugar, improved insulin sensitivity, and even reduced insulin resistance over time. Some people have reported feeling more balanced and energetic after adding chromium to their routine. It's not a miracle cure, of course, but when paired with a healthy lifestyle, it can be another helpful tool to support your body. A common daily dose ranges from 200 to 1,000 micrograms, and it's best to start low and see how your body responds. As always, talk to your doctor first, especially if you're taking medication for blood sugar, just to make sure it's safe for you. If you're a senior dealing with the ups and downs of diabetes, just know you're not alone. And while managing this condition can feel overwhelming at times, sometimes one small change, like adding a trace mineral your body truly needs, can help you feel more in control again. You deserve to feel good, and chromium might just be one more step in the right direction. 3. Vitamin D. Let's take a moment to shine a light on a vitamin that's often called the sunshine vitamin, vitamin D. While we usually think of vitamin D as something that helps our bones stay strong, it actually plays a much bigger role in the body, especially for people living with diabetes. As we age, our skin becomes less efficient at making vitamin D from sunlight, and for many seniors, this leads to a deficiency, often without any obvious symptoms. But here's the thing. Low levels of vitamin D have been linked to higher blood sugar, poor insulin function, and even more serious complications related to diabetes. If you're a senior managing diabetes, your body is already working hard to keep your blood sugar in check. Without enough vitamin D, that job becomes even harder. Studies show that vitamin D helps your body use insulin better and may even support the cells in your pancreas, called beta cells, that are responsible for making insulin in the first place. When those cells are working well, your blood sugar is more likely to stay balanced. Not only that, but vitamin D also helps reduce inflammation throughout the body, something many older adults with diabetes struggle with on a daily basis. The good news? Supplementing with vitamin D3 could make a real difference. Most experts suggest a daily dose of around 1,000 to 4,000 IU to maintain healthy levels, especially if you don't get much sun or live in a place with long winters. Vitamin D3 is the preferred form because it's easier for the body to use and absorb. And while it's a small step, it might help you feel stronger, steadier, and more supported in your diabetes journey. Of course, it's always best to check with your doctor before starting any supplement, just to make sure it's right for you and won't interfere with any medications you may be taking. But if you're an older adult living with diabetes, don't overlook this small vitamin. Sometimes something as simple as getting enough vitamin D can help you feel more in control of your health and bring a little more sunshine into your life, both inside and out. And hey, if you're finding this video helpful so far, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on more easy tips for managing diabetes. And if you have any questions or you're facing a specific problem with your blood sugar, just leave a comment below. I'm here to help, and I love hearing from you. 4. Omega-3 fatty acids. Let's talk about something that can make a big difference in your heart and blood sugar health, even though you can't see it or feel it right away. We're talking about omega-3 fatty acids. These healthy fats, especially EPA and DHA, are best known for protecting the heart. But what many people don't realize is just how helpful they can be for older adults living with diabetes. As we age, our bodies go through many changes, and if you have diabetes, the risk of heart problems goes up. That's why omega-3s are so important. They help lower triglycerides, a type of fat in your blood, improve your cholesterol numbers, and reduce the risk of heart attacks or strokes, all of which are critical if you're a senior managing blood sugar every day. But there's more. Omega-3s also help calm inflammation in the body. And that's a big deal, because long-term inflammation is a major issue for many people with type 2 diabetes. It can make insulin work less effectively, leading to higher blood sugar over time. By adding omega-3s to your routine, you're not just supporting your heart, you're also giving your whole body a better chance at handling insulin and keeping blood sugar more stable. Fish oil is one of the most common sources of omega-3s, and it's easy to find in supplement form. If you don't eat fish or prefer a plant-based option, algae oil is a great alternative that also provides EPA and DHA. Experts usually recommend taking somewhere between 1,000 to 3,000 milligrams per day of combined EPA and DHA for the best results. You can take it with meals to help it absorb better and avoid any fishy aftertaste. Of course, always check with your healthcare provider before starting any new supplement, especially if you're already on medication for blood sugar, cholesterol, or blood pressure. But for older adults with diabetes, omega-3s are a gentle and powerful way to support both heart and metabolic health. It's one small step, one soft gel a day, that could help you feel stronger, steadier, and more protected as you navigate life with diabetes. 5. Vitamin E. Let's take a moment to talk about a powerful little nutrient that doesn't always get the attention it deserves: vitamin E. If you're a senior living with diabetes, you already know how important it is to protect your body from long-term damage. One of the biggest challenges with diabetes is that high blood sugar can slowly hurt the cells and blood vessels throughout your body, especially over time. That's where vitamin E can step in and offer some real support. Vitamin E is a fat-soluble antioxidant, which means it helps protect your cells from damage caused by harmful molecules called free radicals. These free radicals can build up due to stress, poor diet, pollution, or even just aging, and they're known to make blood sugar control more difficult while increasing the risk of complications. For people with diabetes, especially older adults, the body often faces more oxidative stress and inflammation, which can lead to problems with the heart, blood vessels, nerves, and eyes. Vitamin E helps fight that stress by neutralizing free radicals and reducing inflammation. That alone can make a big difference in how well your body handles insulin and regulates blood sugar. But it doesn't stop there. Research shows that vitamin E may also support healthy blood flow, improve how blood vessels function, and lower certain markers of inflammation that tend to be high in people with diabetes. If you're thinking about trying a supplement, experts usually recommend around 200 to 400 international units, IU, per day. And it's best to choose natural vitamin E. Look for the form called D-alpha tocopherol on the label. This version is easier for your body to absorb and use effectively. And don't worry, vitamin E is found in some healthy foods too, like nuts, seeds, and spinach. But as we get older, it can be hard to get enough just from diet alone, especially when our bodies aren't absorbing nutrients the way they used to. 6. Vitamin A. Let's talk about a vitamin that often gets overlooked but is actually super important for seniors living with diabetes. Vitamin A. Many people think of vitamin A only when it comes to vision, and yes, it's true. It plays a big part in keeping our eyes healthy, especially as we age. But there's more to it than that. For older adults dealing with diabetes, vitamin A also helps the body grow and repair tissues, supports a healthy immune system, and protects the skin and internal tissues from infections. That's a big deal, especially since diabetes can slow down wound healing and make the body more vulnerable to infections. What makes this vitamin extra interesting is that it comes in two forms, one that's found directly in animal sources like liver, eggs, and dairy, and another that comes from plants, known as beta-carotene. Beta-carotene is found in colorful fruits and veggies like carrots, sweet potatoes, and spinach. The body turns this into vitamin A as needed, so it's a safer and more natural way to keep your levels in check. Unlike the animal-based form, which can become toxic in high doses, beta-carotene is much more gentle and can be consumed in larger amounts without causing harm. That's why doctors often recommend focusing on plant-based sources or beta-carotene supplements instead of high-dose vitamin A pills. For seniors with diabetes, getting enough vitamin A from food or gentle supplementation may help reduce inflammation, improve skin health, and support overall wellness. It's not a magic pill, but it's one more tool in your toolbox to help manage your blood sugar and stay strong. Just remember to talk to your doctor before starting any new supplement, especially if you're already taking medications or have other health conditions. It's always best to play it safe and make sure everything works together to support your health. So don't forget that one small vitamin can go a long way when it comes to supporting your body's healing and protection, especially when you're managing diabetes in your golden years. If you're a senior living with diabetes, just know you're not alone. Managing blood sugar isn't always easy, but even small steps, like adding the right vitamin, can make a real difference. Supplements like magnesium, vitamin D, and omega-3s have shown great promise in helping support healthy blood sugar levels, especially in older adults. Of course, always talk to your doctor first before starting anything new. But don't forget, small changes can lead to big results over time. If you found this helpful, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more easy, natural tips to support your health. And don't miss our next video. It's all about common foods that can secretly spike your blood sugar. You'll be surprised what's on that list. Thanks for watching. Take care, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching our video today. If you found this video helpful, please drop a like and subscribe button to support us. We truly appreciate you support, and it will motivate us to continue make more information video to help you all. Thank you, and goodbye.